to This Week with Susie. This is the show that brings you the political economy rendition of current issues. And this week, we will pose the question, is McDonald Mariga Kibra's post turtle? In 2008, in the United States of America, there was a lady known as Sarah Palin. She was nominated by the Republican Party to run for Vice President of the United States. And she was to do this alongside the presidential nominee, who by that time was the then Arizona Senator, Mr. John McCain. Ms. Palin was the first Alaskan on the national ticket of a major political party and also the first Republican woman to be selected as a vice presidential candidate. In the same year, there was a 75-year-old Texas rancher who sought medical services after accidentally cutting his hand on the gate of his ranch as he was herding cattle. While the doctors searched the cut, they struck up a conversation about national politics. The doctor was curious to know what this old rancher thought about the Republican vice presidential nominee. To his surprise, the rancher called Sarah Palin a post turtle. Now, not being familiar with the term, the doctor asked him, "What do you mean?" And the old rancher went on to explain. Imagine you're driving down a country road and you come across a fence. And on top of that fence, you see a turtle balanced on top of the fence post. That is a post turtle. You know that he did not get up there by himself. You know he doesn't belong up there. And he doesn't know what to do while he's up there because he is elevated beyond his ability to function. And you keep wondering, what kind of cruel person would put the poor turtle up there to begin with? And all you want to do is to help the poor thing come down. A couple of weeks ago, the parliamentary seat of Kibra constituency fell vacant. This was following the death of the former Member of Parliament, Mr. Ken Okoth, who sadly succumbed to cancer. Subsequently, various political parties displayed their nominees who will contest in the scheduled by-election. There were 23 candidates that were cleared by the IEBC, but one in particular has generated a lot of brouhaha. And this is none other than Mr. McDonald Mariga. He is the ruling party's candidate. Objections have been raised regarding the legitimacy of his candidature. And these objections have ranged from him not being a registered voter, him deceiving us regarding his age, his commitment to civic duty, given that he has never voted before. However, the elephant in the room is whose marionette is McDonald Mariga. So begs the question, is he Kibra's post turtle? Did he get to the top of the post all by himself? Now, opinions have been advanced that he did not get to be Jubilee's party nominee all by himself. And it has been widely touted that he has some very strong political muscle that has been fronting his candidature. And this is in the name of the Deputy President, Dr. William Ruto. To buttress this position, a competing aspirant sued the Jubilee party nominee and the party's National Election Board at the political party's disputes tribunal over Mariga's nomination. He alleged that the exercise was not carried out according to the party's constitution. This was also evidenced through nominated MP Minor Commander's declaration to support a candidate from a different party, though it is really not a secret that there is no love lost between Minor Commander and the Deputy President. So, does Mariga belong at the top of the posts? questions have been raised on whether he should be soliciting for votes in Kibra while he is really not a registered voter in that constituency, but rather in a different constituency. It has also been observed that he is already one vote less because by not being a registered voter in Kibra, he will not be able to vote for himself. Does he know what to do while he's at the top of that post? Electoral records show that this is the first time that Mariga has registered as a voter. So, was his registration motivated by expediency or his sincere commitment to national civic duty? There is a general national consensus that the departed Honorable Ken Okoth's tenure as MP was highly successful. Additionally, all the other candidates competing for this post have been able to articulate their track record of development in this constituency. And this has left Mariga at a disadvantage because he has no similar accomplishments to speak of. His is a tabula rasa. And the most he can do is make pledges that he hopes will persuade the Kibra electorate to vote for him. Has Mariga been elevated to function beyond what his skills can allow? It is curious that in the Jubilee Party press conferences, Mariga says very little, if nothing at all. But those flanking him, who are unquestionably seasoned politicians, they do all the talking. And it is indisputable that Mariga is a skilled footballer. However, the jury is still out on how well those dribbling skills have translated into his political acumen. I submit that it is Mariga's inalienable right to vie for the Kibra parliamentary position, and more importantly, to permit the electorate in Kibra to elect the leader of their choice. However, is he undertaking this as his own man or as a post-title? You be the judge. For most of Mariga's productive years, he has had a highly successful career as an acclaimed international footballer. This achievement has not been realized overnight. It has taken years of practice, endurance, dedication, and consistency. In economic speak, this is known as specialization of labor. It is an important cause of proficient progress that produces both efficiency and effectiveness. And outputs increase because concentration is enhanced on those tasks which best suit one's skills, interests, and education. During his candidature unveiling, Mariga told the nation that he was vying for Kibra because he wanted to give back to the community. But it can be argued that politics was not the only avenue that he could have given back, because it is nearly impossible to give that which you do not have or do not know how to give. And several suggestions have been fronted on how he could have given back within the realm of his specialization. One thing he could have done is perhaps start football academies. And now finally, my unsolicited advice to Mariga is this. No matter how great the talent, how great your effort, your money, or your political backing, there are some things that just take time. Because you cannot produce a baby in 1 month simply by getting 9 women pregnant. That is it for this week with Susie, and see you next week. Thank you for watching.